What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. It is on the warpath. You can't see my screen, but I have something on my Google Hangout. You might be able to see it. I have the master of flair, the draft expert, the executive vice president of operations on this little two-man team. Mr. Amir is back.
What
Back,
is
sir.
up, YouTube?
How are you?
I am doing well, Mr. Sanchez. How are you, my good sir?
I
Good to be
am
back.
doing fine. I've gotten my raw milk I've drank, and you know what they say about milk. I heard milk does the body well, and I used to use this pickup line all the time. But damn, how much have you been drinking? Apparently, Colt McCoy hadn't been drinking that much, but we came back last week. You couldn't make it with us because like the jackass that I am, I always do stuff at the last minute, so I had to go in here and dive in on the into the warpath on Warpath Wednesday, and we are lit, we are live, and we're doing it big, and we're doing it special. That's just how we're going to do it. And you and I, but a lot of people don't know, you and I, we talk at least once a week.
Yeah.
And it's like we're always, it's like we might not talk for 3 weeks. Well, did you see Landon Collins just got signed? Oh God. You know, Dan Snyder had a stroke. Hey, what are we going to talk about? And we're constantly, so we know what is what's going on. And you and I, we've talked about the draft. We salivated over these quarterbacks. I do that. I think it has the potential to be a draft class of like 2011 purport.
Well, it could be.
Yeah.
It's either going to be a 2011 draft class or it's going to be an 04 or 2012.
You must be out your mind. Ain't no way in the world. You really think that they could produce talents like a Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, and Sheli's Manning? You really think that?
It's possible. I'm not saying it's for sure, but
it's possible for me to win the Powerball. I mean, it's gonna happen.
Well, if you do, you besides your boy Stack. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I was like unmarked lose. But no, in all seriousness, though, you got a point there.
Yeah, I mean the talent. It's like it was weird. So like when start to go into the off season, you have Dwayne Haskins at the top of the rankings, and then all of a sudden Kyler Murray declares, in which I had talked about Kyler Murray with you in the fall.
Yes,
right after
we weren't fans
to Oakland and to the Oakland A's.
Yes, the Athleticals.
Yes, and we didn't think he was gonna go towards football.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, we were both wrong. And
yeah, go figure.
Right. And so we have Kyler Murray at the top. That's ranked top of every single person's draft board.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see it. Like, yes, he has a big arm. Yes, he's athletic. But why are you going to draft RG3 2.0?
But he more has measurables of Russell Wilson.
Oh, yeah, they're the same height.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of people think that he might be the next Russell Wilson, and that's
Russell Wilson doesn't weigh 180 pounds.
Well, he can build weight up. He probably didn't weigh that much at that time, but it's a lot of story. And I think that's what people get. They find a comparison and they'll lock onto it. I think they have a quarterback there that they could that deserves another shot, but Cliff Kingsbury isn't going to let that happen.
No, it's not. And
they're already making room for Kyler, and rumor is I think even tonight that the Giants, the Chargers, maybe, and the Patriots.
Giants, Chargers, and the Patriots. Yep.
Yeah.
the
Oh, did
ones
I get that
are
right? I got that
yes, you
right. Oh shoot! Look at that. I did. I listened to Gil Brandt and Alex Marvez. That has given me an edge on life today. What's up, James Flores? Yeah, but I really, I just, I don't know. I think that you draft a quarterback in the top 10 last year. I could see if you draft them 32nd in the second round. Then I could see you wanting to draft a quarterback again. But that team was
I mean, yeah, the
awful
Panthers
all
did that with Jimmy
around.
Clausen, so I mean, yeah, I get
Right.
that too.
Yeah. What's up, Cowboy X Factor? And I mean, I don't know. And I mean, you have a lot of there's a mixed barrel down there. You've got Haskins, who Jay Gruden talked about in his media availability, which that's what I've been breaking down over the last 24 hours. It's just listening to that and trying to get some key points. And we talked about quarterbacks. And this is what Jay Gruden, he had to say. And I'm going to ask you, because I didn't ask you this before we started this. And I'll ask y'all in the comments who's listening, who's watching us. They asked him, I don't know if it's JP Finley, whoever asked him, said, what are you looking for when you look for a quarterback? Of course, we're looking for the skill set. We're looking for the size, escapability. Has he won? What has he done in big games, et cetera, et cetera. There's something missing there. There's one thing that he did not say, and I'm paraphrasing with it, that he didn't say, and I thought it was awfully alarming. Joe Madison said you have to listen with a third ear, and that's what I did. I listened to him, and he said a lot of things, but he didn't give me the substance. And what word am I looking for, Amir?
I'm thinking you're looking for accuracy. You're looking for scheme.
He said that. He said scheme and all that stuff as well.
Okay. Oh, what is it you're looking for?
What is he looking for? What do you want your quarterback to do?
Play quarterback.
You want your quarterback to lead. Yeah. He never used that word. He never used the word leader, lead. He didn't use any variation of that when he described his quarterback. Mm-hmm. And that, to me, is the essence of what's wrong at Redskins Park. Right there. You have a lack of, therefore you don't understand it. Your quarterback is going to lead 10 other men onto the field. Why can't that would be he didn't have to be the face of the franchise. Obviously, Tom Brady, even Carson Wentz to a degree now, Phillip Rivers. You look at all these quarterbacks, what do they have in common? Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, although Ben leads people out of town, they lead teams. They lead them. You can have all the talent in the world. Cam Newton, all the talent in the world. Is he really a leader? I don't know. Russell Wilson, I think he's a leader. And that's where that's like, this is business 101. You don't want people, you just don't want some Joe Schmuck off the street who, what all these coaches say, I'd rather have a 2-star recruit with a 5-star work ethic. What's up, Big Simple? And then what else they say? Instead of having a 10-star or a 5-star athlete with a 2-star work ethic, you just can't do that. Right or wrong? You still with me? I think we lost them. Yeah, I can't even hear you, buddy. Well, I think we lost him for a second. Huh. Either that or I must have talked a little too much. Amir, if you need me to call you back in, let me know. But and that's what going forward, talking about Jay Gruden. I mean, that's why a lot of Redskins fans don't like him. Yeah, the man might be an offensive mastermind, but he's just not all there. And he lacks leadership. I mean, even anything you did to DJ Swearinger, like you did last year, instead of handling like a leader and going out there and telling, hey, this ain't gonna happen, or maybe he did, we don't know. But we'll see. I took some more notes about that. Give me a second. Let's see. And y'all tell me what you think. I don't, I'm not the dude all in there.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, sorry.
What happened there?
When baby mama calls, you kind of have to answer because.
Oh, that's true. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Because she's a hot mess. So.
Yeah, I know that's right. They said, Pastor Ball Bryant said the best. These hoes ain't loyal. So, no offense, but
none taken. I don't know if
so
with her. So
right. So, did you get what I was saying there? Did you hear what? Or should I go and retort and lose my hair again?
About 3 minutes back.
3 minutes back. Okay. So I talked about leaders, and he didn't use the word leader in there. And I said, this is the antithesis of what's going on in this part. This is why people think this team is a joke. They don't have leadership.
Right.
They don't. And you can get any Joe Schmuck to throw a football around, but your quarterback's it's just like a middle linebacker. You've got to have somebody that's going to lead your people. We need a Moses.
Yeah.
We need somebody to get us across the Redskins Sea. We've got to.
And apparently there's a burning urgency to win this year. I mean, it's nice that Bruce Allen describes the way he pees in the morning, but I mean,
yeah, exactly. He burns. I mean, after dealing with Dan Snyder, that's probably what's going to happen. At least they got good Medicare, I guess, in the NFL, where he was a punter. So, and I mean, right now, this team looks like they're going to have to draft a quarterback in the first round. Although Bruce doesn't believe it, Doug Williams believes it. Jay Gruden thinks it, probably Kyle Smith, but Bruce Allen said, I don't know.
Yeah, like we said that we've been saying this for years. He's a politician. He's just gonna give a politician answer, just like that dude up in Minnesota. He's just a politician.
Oh Lord. Yes. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. It's Adam Williams. I don't like. I don't get it. And we go on name the Redskins. What's up, Skins fan? All day. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? We talked about they talked about the offense also. They went out and they retooled with Eric Flowers. And so even back to that quarterback degree, you only got one quarterback on the roster. That's healthy. Case Keenum.
Yeah.
So you've had a guy for a month, and he's your healthiest quarterback. He had the boot, and then he talked about Josh Johnson. They're still monitoring that situation. God knows what only he could. What apparently he had ankle surgery. So we don't know there. And let's see here. I still got some notes from this thing, and I'm breaking it down, and I'll put it in the comments as well. We got the podcast, and I'll go over that in more depth. But I did get some because I'm still trying to break down this thing because when you know what happens. You did this, Amir. I haven't done this yet, but when you had to change your baby's diaper, right? Sometimes you have to shift through the shit, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm sifting through shit.
This is absolutely true.
and Jay Gruden, I feel like he was really candid, and in some ways he was really loose-lipped. He talked about, he said, I know people are frustrated with the way Josh Doxson has been performing. What's up, dear Pats Nation? I thought, and he talked about Samaje. He also said to Samaje, he should be frustrated. That's my fault for doing it. So he didn't seem like, I thought this was one of the best pressers that Jay could have ever given.
Mm-hmm.
Because he listens to this stuff. Anybody who says they don't, they know he knows this stuff. Jack, that's probably why his son went and got arrested for drinking out in public. Because
he fired his son too.
Yes. Oh, he did fire his son. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's it. And to me, care what y'all say, I've got respect for. What's up, Midwest Sports? I got respect for him in that sense. Because how many people of privilege will fire their own kid for effing up?
Mm-hmm.
I know a place on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue that's got a whole bunch of F ups up in there, and ain't nobody getting fired in the family. But I'm joking. But yeah, and I just thought that Jay did a great job. How he embraced the media, how he talked through. He talked about Josh Norman. He's like, Josh Norman he's got to step up. He's been a serviceable corner, but getting paid like to be a superstar. He hasn't done that. He needs to get interceptions. I told you this. I told y'all that 2 years ago. And I told you in 17. I said I thought his 17 season was horrible. He couldn't pick him off. And you had to talk me off a cliff. You really did. So I appreciate the love from Skins fans all day, folks. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Y'all gotta go check them out. I know most of y'all have checked them out. So, and Big Simple's up in there too. Cowboys X Factor. So
2017 we had all the injuries on the defense.
We had injuries.
2018 we had all the injuries on the offense.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna lose Tress White and Dustin Hopkins this
year. Say that. Don't say that. Tressway could get hurt because he is the quarterback.
This is true.
Stephen A. Smith said that ignorant bastard. I don't get this. Like, come on, dude. You got to do your homework on this stuff. Josh,
of the morning, like national sports news such as Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, Shannon Sharp,
they're the worst.
Bayless.
They're the worst.
They're the worst. But you know who's been sounding the most sensible lately? And I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Shannon Sharp.
No, it's Skip Bayless.
Shut the hell up! No, oh no. You're crazy.
Because at least he's respecting the Redskins.
He said the Redskins will be scary good this year because of Case Keenum.
I don't agree with that.
That's crack. That's a crack statement.
I didn't say I agree with him. I'm just saying
I got a cousin who's a crack. I got a cousin crack. I almost called him her name. I don't want to say it because she might watch, so Darlene. But I'm just saying, like, that, that's what that stuff is. Adam Williams says Josh Norman is pretty good, but still the defense needs to help him. Yes, you're not wrong there. They got safety help. They added by subtraction. And he also, in talking about the defense, and Adam brings up a good point, he talked about Ryan Anderson. The one thing I don't know either, Jake Gruden is a functional idiot, or the man knows what he's doing. I like to say he's in the middle, because I feel like that's the way we really should be in life. We should be functional idiots. We really should. But
he's starting to become the Marvin Lewis of the Redskins.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So that means we're gonna get Andy Dalton.
No, we're not gonna get Andy Dalton.
Yeah,
but I do have my first few rounds of mock draft.
Yes, we do have that. We do. I do
mock drafts a little different this year. I'm not doing full rounds. I'm just focusing on the Redskins. We're Redskins fans. We're a Redskins channel.
Yes,
that's what I'm focusing on this year.
We don't give a damn. We don't give no Fs. And also, Adam Williams says, Case Keenum is trash, saying as a Redskins fan. I would say that as a Broncos fan, as a what
Vikings
was
fan.
he? Viking? No, I wouldn't say that as Vikings fan, but as a Texans fan, I would say that, and as a Rams fan, I would say the same thing, but not as a Vikings fan. What's up, Paul Bright? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. Good to see you. Glad y'all came on here, and we got the Skins fan raid all day up in here, and we appreciate you guys. I will drink my water to you, and it is water. But Amir, I will defer to you, and y'all tell him how well he did. He did predict that the Redskins were going to draft Monte Nicholson back in 2016. He also
Tim Settle, just the wrong round.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, sure. We can make you a mod,
guys. Just the wrong round.
Do we need to start making people mods up in here? Because people always ask me that. Can y'all explain to me what that is before we get in there? What is this? I don't know this stuff. I know how to click record and like do stuff, but what's a mod?
Like a moderator?
They can.
I'm like,
yeah, like we can do.
Let's see. Cooper on election night or something.
Yes, let's see. Let's see. Let me see if I can make you a mod. I'll make you a mod. Sure, why not? Yes, I can. I can do this stuff. So while Mr. Amir does this, I'll go ahead. Oh, look, I can add you as moderator right here. Look at that, Adam. You're a moderator. Woo. Let's see. Woo, moderator. So this is my first moderator I did. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I know your time is of the essence. So I defer to our draft guru.
All right, guys. So right now I have the first 3 rounds going on right now. And for the Redskins, we know some of their top needs are going to be quarterback, cornerback, also corner, guard, I would say for sure. Among others, definitely wide receiver as well. And in the last few years, we've noticed them focusing on defense in the draft, and it's mainly paid off. We have the Alabama wall building up. We were able to pick up Reuben Foster, who will probably be suspended about 5 games, because that's what Kareem Hunt got, right? Or did Kareem Hunt get 8 games?
He got 8 games, I believe.
Okay, so between 5 and 8 games is probably what Reuben Foster is going to get suspended for. So
violence doesn't pay. Violence doesn't pay.
No, it does not. And another Alabama player we picked up Landon Collins in free agency. He'll be wearing the number 20. He doesn't have to wear 21. He won't be wearing 21, which...
What's your thoughts on that, Amir?
I both agree and disagree. I have a weird feeling about it. I feel like if anybody it should be him.
Yes.
But I also agree with not having him wear it.
I see.
I think they just need to get off their high horse and just officially retire some members.
Yes.
I know that it's been their way of, they're not officially retired. Yeah, but no one's going to wear them. So just retire them. Mm-hmm. Do the right thing.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you.
So, they need to retire 7, 9, 21, 28.
28, yeah.
44.
44, yeah. 33 is the only one that's retired.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
3 was unofficially retired for a while because of Mosley. But,
yeah, why does
But Snyder put it back in service.
He must hate. Maybe he had bad service at Five Guys. Do you think?
Possibly.
Because Mike Mosley, he does own Five Guys, so
he does.
Yeah, he's like he was one of the founders of, or he has.
He was one of the 5 guys.
I think he was he probably was. And there's a 6th guy. It's like it's serious. It's like Power Rangers, and it's always the 6th Ranger. It's the 6th guy. Might be green. We don't know. Some seasons he's silver. But anyway, besides the point. But okay. So
all right. So to start off with my mock draft this year, We're gonna go rounds 1 through 3 tonight, and we'll discuss it.
Yes.
So in round 1, I do have the Redskins making a trade. I have them trading up to the number 8th overall pick with the Detroit Lions. Detroit will receive the 15th overall pick, the 73rd, because I still have to fact check about if we can trade compensatory picks or not.
Okay. So one of those third rounders.
So one of the third rounders. I just have to make sure which one. The 153rd overall pick.
The 5th round?
The 5th round, and the 222nd, which is the 7th round.
You must be on crack.
And
Good
Josh Norman.
God. What?
Yep. So four picks and Josh Norman. Redskins will receive the 8th overall pick and a 2020 4th rounder.
We must be drafting God if this is.
Well, we're not drafting God. But
no, well, I hope.
But we're definitely hoping he is a surefire lock.
I know where you're going here. So I think you're going to OH.
I have the Redskins drafting Drew Lock, quarterback.
Little Andrew Lock from the University of Missouri, the Tigers. And you and I, we talked about him a little bit off and on. 6'4", 225 pounds. He kind of reminds me a little bit of a Brett Favre in a sense. He kind of throws on the run. He can get out of trouble. He did struggle in some big games during this time, especially against Georgia and Roll Tide Roll. So he'll be on the opposite side of that now. NFL.com had him ranked as a 5.98 chance to be a starter. And if you know anything about their grading standard, I believe that's almost like an instant starter or something, or has the chance to become one.
Correct.
Yeah. So they have a chance to become a starter there. So that's pretty awesome. I think that I like where your head is, and
the reason why I have Josh Norman in there is because I think the organization does want to move on from him, and this way we get him off of our books. We're going to save about $9 million in cap space doing that,
right?
And then one of Detroit's biggest needs is corner, so it gives him a fresh start, gives Detroit a highly competitive corner. Because one thing about Norman is his competitiveness. He is competitive.
Yes, he is.
And it gives us a chance to get what could be our quarterback for the next 15 years.
Yeah. I mean, he's got...
And I say a chance because that's all it is. It's a chance that we get it right.
Yeah. I mean, and knowing the Redskins, I mean, gosh, just
watching film of Drew Lock and seeing what his pro day was and his combine performance. He had a really great Senior Bowl. I mean, he had a good bowl game, I think, as well. And he has just been performing very well. He can make all the throws. He has great mobility.
Yeah, 4.69, so basically 4.7. You want to round it up for the folks at home. I mean, so he's pretty quick on his feet for a quarterback. And Jay Gruden, like forever, how long he's still going to be in Washington, he likes that type of quarterback. He likes that escapability. But, excuse me. I think, like I said, I like where your head's at. And I mean, I like this pick. I think Drew Lock is probably one of my favorite quarterbacks in this draft.
I would say so.
He's got all the tangibles that I look for a quarterback. He's played a lot of years. He's young. He won't be 23 until like November or something like that. He's 6'4", and I just think he can get the job done. If you have to protect him. You have to. He
And that
can't
moves me
sit
on
back.
to our second round.
Okay. All right.
So, the Redskins originally hold the number 46 overall pick. I actually have them trading back with the Steelers to number 52 and
Jesus.
receiving the 123rd overall pick in return.
Mm-hmm.
So we move back 6 spots, pick up a 4th rounder, which we don't have a 4th rounder this year.
Okay.
And with the number 52 overall pick, I have them taking Michael Dieter, guard out of Wisconsin.
Michael Dieter out of Wisconsin.
Out of Wisconsin. He plays left guard primarily, which is, what we need.
What we need. Yeah. Okay. Left guard from Ohio. Bench press 21. He's 6'5", 309. Redshirt senior. The big boy.
Mm-hmm.
Big old boy. Thick chest. Broad waist, as NFL says. Low winning percentage against powerful opponents with capable hands. So never meet him in a bar fight, I guess. Punch is tight. Okay, so good leg drive. This is all what they're saying here.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. And
if need be, he can play tackle in the pinch. He played in 2017. He was a starter at tackle, and they moved him inside the guard.
Right.
And he was guarding pretty much all of college except for 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely a guy there, and I think we have a good chance to get him there at 52 if we trade back and everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like it. I'm surprised at this though. I thought you would go offense early and often, but I feel like you're missing something. Are you staying in the offense for your 3rd pick in the 3rd round?
Actually, I am.
Okay.
So, as I said, we're training the number 73rd overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
To the Detroit Lions as part of that deal to get the 8th.
Right.
So with our number 96 overall pick in the 3rd round, I have Miles Boykin, wide receiver out of Notre Dame.
Miles Boykin. I've heard of. I have really, like I said, I'm not a big draft person, so I don't claim,
Mm-hmm.
but I've heard the name. Who 228 pounds.
He caught let's see here. What was it? In 2018 he caught 59 passes for 872 yards and 8 touchdowns in a breakout year. He ran a 4.42 40.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'3", weighs 220. He has the same exact hand size as DK Metcalf.
Ooh.
He's the same height, and he's 8 pounds lighter. His arms are a little bit shorter than Metcalf's by about an inch and a quarter.
Oh, what's an inch?
Damn it.
That's what she said.
Of course, he didn't do 27 reps of the bench. He did 12.
Right.
But, he's still a big receiver. He jumped higher by 3 inches. He had a 43.5-inch vertical.
Uh-huh.
He actually jumped farther in the broad jump with 11.8.
Mm-hmm. I like
and
this cat.
Of course, and he was faster at the 3-cone, 6.77. I mean, hell, Tom Brady was faster at the 3-cone than DK Metcalf. So,
I mean, and you talk about DK Metcalf. I remember a combine warrior who still in the NFL, and you might remember him as well. He actually plays for the Redskins now, but he was drafted by the 49ers back in 2005. That's what propelled Vernon Davis into the top 10 was his workout. Because he was a beast at it, working out. Like, I mean, I think they had him highly touted, but he I think he would may have been a second round pick that time later in that first day, because this is back many moons ago when the draft was only 2 days, not 3 days. And so I mean, I think that's what they kind of did there with him and DK Metcalf. He might be able to kind of propel himself in that role, but like I said, he's got to stay healthy. And I mean, I don't see anything about Miles Boykin that says he had a history of injury or whatnot.
He's didn't really come on until his senior year. That was just pretty much it. But a lot of receivers don't. A lot of receivers that go pro usually only have like 1.5 to 2 good years, really. So is what they're judged off of. And so that's who I have in the third round is Miles Boykin. According to like some draft stuff on him, his combine profile and draft profile. They actually, NFL Network has him at 6'4", so an inch taller.
And Kenny Galladay is who he's Galladay. I can't say his name right. Is who he's compared to, and he came on in the middle of the season in Detroit last year, and he kind of burned it up. Because I remember I was talking with some people about fantasy, and they were looking to possibly trade him, and then they kind of backed off of it. So yeah, so I mean, I think this kid, he could possibly be that you give who you're thinking, Drew Lock, somebody to throw to.
Somebody throw on the outside. I mean, we drafted Troy Quinn last year as Mr. Irrelevant. And you know, and we saw some good things from Troy Quinn. He just needs to stay healthy.
Right. Fine.
We have Adrian Peterson returning. Yeah, guys coming back.
Guys, he can get 4 actual games now.
What?
So he can actually get off of Fortnite and start playing ball again. I love it.
And you know, we got Chris Thompson coming back, and I personally would rather trade Jordan Reed to the Patriots or somebody who needs tight end
again. And see him again. Okay, I got you.
That's just me. I would rather just move on from Jordan Reed, get his salary off the books, and continue to save cap space. Just because, you know, we're going to be dealing with the Alex Smith contract for another year or so.
Right. Okay. I
or we can get out of it without having to, you know, cut one of our testicles off.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what kids will do any day of the week. Know that by now.
So that's what I have so far. That's what I'm revealing this week is a trade to go up and get Drew Lock, a trade back to get a starting guard, and another pick, and just a solid pick to get a wide receiver that I think will pay off.
I like it. I think the only thing I really have a concern is that I think you're going to want Drew Lock. I think you're going to get at 6 now. I think you're just going to have to get in the top. You want him in the top 5 to get Drew Lock. Good God, Drew Lock. You're going to have to trade up in there because the Giants. I mean, they've talked to.
I think the Giants actually they're going to go. I think, and this is how I think it's going to go is that they're going to take a chance. They're going to pull the trigger on Metcalf at 6.
Really?
Metcalf, yeah, and then at 17, because of the Odell trade, that's where they're going to take Daniel Jones, who already has a working relationship with Eli.
Okay. Huh. Oh, all right. Okay. Hey. You know, I didn't think about that, but I forgot about that relationship. But yeah, I mean, I think that this is what the Redskins need to do. You got to get a quarterback. I think after Will Greer, there's kind of nothing really left there. I know you've been high on what's his name from oh gosh, NC State too. What's his
Ryan
name?
Finley.
Yeah, Finley. I was gonna call him Lindley, but that was the guy who played for the Cardinals a couple years ago. Um, so I mean, I do. I like Will Greer. I think if they were to slide all the way down into the second round to pick a quarterback, he would be ideal in that situation. But and it's like we said in the early part of this, you can't you. They've got to get a quarterback, and I think it's going to be first round because Case Keenum is your only quarterback right now. I don't care what you say about Colt McCoy; he's probably not going to be ready for OTAs. Alex
And I
Smith ain't
think,
gonna,
if they do go up and get a quarterback, I think Locke, and if it is Drew Lock, I think Drew Lock does start day one.
yes,
I think Case Keenum would be is going to be the primary backup,
right?
and McCoy will be third string. And they keep both McCoy and Keenum there because one, McCoy knows the offense, so he can mentor him in the ways of how Jay Gruden's offense works. Keenum is a really good leader because even Stephon Diggs said that his favorite quarterback he's ever played with so far has been Case Keenum.
Oh God, wasn't that a hell of a rumor that got started?
Oh yeah,
that was a hell of a rumor. I love that. That was, oh gosh, I even had you believing it for a little bit too. That was,
yeah.
I was like, this will be something. This will be something. He's very cryptic. So, you know, but two of my offseason predictions have failed. Ha, Clinton Dix, and then the Stephon Diggs trade. Just don't go out and get AJ Green. I'll be good.
Yeah, I'm good without AJ Green.
Yeah, I'm good with that. But
I mean, if it was Julio,
yes,
okay.
yeah, Julio. Yeah, we talk. You know, they got Calvin Ridley and Muhammad Sanu out there. So,
Yeah,
they'd be all right. But yeah, bring Julio up here to the nation's capital.
I mean, of course, I wish we had 3 first-round picks like the Raiders do,
yes.
so we could really do some fun stuff.
Oh yeah.
But, we don't because I would love to not only just get a quarterback. I would love to pull the trigger on a T.J. Hawkinson or a Jonah Taylor or something, or Jonah Williams, where the hell his name is.
So the Raiders are going to be the new, pretty much going to be the new Chiefs, not Chiefs, but the Browns here.
Yeah.
In a couple of years with the elite mentality of John Gruden, which elite and John Gruden don't go in the same token together.
No, that was Tony Dungy's team. I don't care what anyone says.
That's what I say every single time. But yeah, I mean, and the Redskins they've done their due diligence, which is nothing. They went out re-signed Brian Quick, Woo. Lost Preston Smith.
Lost Preston Smith, lost Jameson Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder.
We'll probably get probably like a 4th and a 6th compensatory picks for those.
Yeah. So, I mean, John Gruden is that's right, Paul. John Gruden is overrated. I agree with that. He really is. He got the job because he was back in TV and people thought he was a guru, so can't make it up. But we are I'm still breaking down this conference. I'm going to put the link down here. Usually on Fridays, we release the podcast. So if you guys go head over there to Anchor, you can actually subscribe to us on many different platforms. And Mr. Amir is there. I'm there. You, me, and everybody we know are pretty much there. And it's just you and me. So that's all we know. We talk about a lot of things. Last week, I talked about I don't even know if I told you this story, Amir, that I think I was the reason why Alex Smith broke his leg.
Now, you were the reason Alex Smith broke his leg?
Yeah. Did you listen to it, didn't you?
I listened to your video on YouTube.
Oh, you got to listen to the podcast. You got to listen to the podcast. I can't tell you because it'll spoil it.
Well, I don't want a spoiler. You know
So
I hate spoilers.
yeah, I know. Let's just tell you, everybody died in the Avengers. So there you go. Spoiler done. Sorry if you didn't
They
watch
what?
it. Huh? They all died.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom
um,
Brady snapped his fingers and everyone
yes,
died.
yes, yes. Everybody did. He said you should have went for the knee. I mean the head.
Because of pass
um,
interference.
that's another thing. We didn't talk about that. Well, I
Oh, that's
mean,
right.
yeah, we didn't do that. And I told you this. I'm sitting in Panda Express in Tennessee
Mm-hmm.
this evening, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, Lester Holt's on TV, and they said they're talking to none other than Eric Mangenius or Mangini for you young folks. Y'all don't know him. He coached
Mm-hmm.
he was the head coach of the Jets back in '06 to like '08, and then he coached the Browns for like a year and a half. And yeah, so he was basically he was Bill Belichick's Matt Patricia before Matt Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, they were talking about the reviewing of the pass interference. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is something that Bill Belichick actually had proposed years ago to say that, they can review any call. Now you can review pass interference because of all this uproar. I'm like, the NFL is so damn slow to everything. Like, it's the most ignorant thing in the world. And also Goodell came out. I haven't read the article yet. I can only go off the title, so I'm not going to give my judgment on it.
Mm-hmm.
Where everybody's working with sports gambling, they have every league basically has a gambling partner now. Um, Roger Goodell said that they want to be able to take advantage of this, but respect the integrity of the league.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going any more into that. I'll let that marinate for you. That's something I'm going to be
If they
talking
wanted to
about.
respect the integrity of the league, they'd let them hit them hard. I mean,
Yeah, that the integrity of the league. Yeah, that's basically what. But all that I'll talk about that on the podcast this week. And y'all make sure you I don't know if you can still say the S word on here. So mash the button and do some other stuff. Can you say that word on here now?
sub?
The S? Yeah, yeah. I didn't know
Yeah,
you can.
you can still say
Okay,
that.
I didn't know. Somebody said that. Yeah,
I think so, at least. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Just say sub.
Please, yeah, please do
Substitute.
please join the mission of on the war. Please join the warpath. There we go. Hit this oblong, hit the triangle, the little triangle red box on the video. Like it, give us some likes, share the video. Um, Tell everybody, share this with everybody. Share mom and them, cousin and them. We don't, man. We don't hate her. Your mama, your daddy, your bald headed granny. Just share it with everybody. Um, if you got a wife, share it with your wife. If you got a girlfriend and a wife, share it with your girlfriend and a wife. Just don't tell them at the same time. You'll be all right. Um, I'm not encouraging that. Please don't think of it. But no, see, you can tell we're back now. We are back, and
But honey, the guy on YouTube clearly said I can tell
yeah,
on
yeah.
your
He's like,
phone.
no, don't do that. So I did want to share on a serious note and something positive because that's what I'm gonna try to do now is focus on the positive because this shit ass team doesn't give us anything to focus on positive. But as of course with the Redskins, we've got to when we're talking about the negatives, we'll talk about the positives as well. Going full speed. I've got it here. I told y'all about it, but I actually got it here. The Sean Taylor story. It's by Pedro, Pete, his daddy, and who else? Stephen M. Rosenberg. Sounds like a lawyer. But yeah, they go through a lot of stories. I've thumbed through it. Look, it's him and Joe Gibbs. When he came to Redskins Park, and let's see here. Yep, invitation in a scouting camp. This is him on his first day. Tampa on the playoff game. Look at him. There he is in his 36 jersey. Yeah, so it's a good. I mean, I've been thumbing through it. Haven't really sat down and read it yet, but I would recommend that everybody do it and get this book. You can get it on Amazon. I don't know how much it is, but it was gifted to me by the fiance, by Mrs. Warpath. And yeah, so I would recommend everybody, if you're a Redskins fan, read this book. It's good. Reading's good. Don't read that stuff on like 106.7 The Fan. And that's another thing. Y'all, I got to tell you this before. Amir is a big fan of this guy on
Oh no, don't even.
Huge fan.
No.
He's the biggest fan of this guy.
I am not.
Joe the Rooster. He's a big fan of
Joe the Rooster.
He is. See,
Joe the Rooster can suck my rooster. How about that?
But Chris Russell is he's one of Chris Russell's biggest fans.
Oh,
and oh gosh. And if you tweet him, he usually responds back in a passive aggressive manner. So yeah, so if you ever call him out on anything, he gets offended really quickly. I'm working on trying to get blocked by him. Hasn't worked yet. I'm trying to. He loves Kirk Cousins. I mean, he feels obligated to say anything he wants. So if you find him, I think it's at WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania 621.
Yeah, 621 on the Twitter. Just like when you think he's wrong, just do it. And another person who's fun to interact with is John Kime. He's replied to a couple of my tweets before.
Kime's a good guy, though.
Yeah, Kime's pretty good. Apparently, he would hide out in the bushes and try to sneak to people after it was time to not talk to them anymore, according to my friend that used to work for the Skins. So when they did an internship, they were like, yeah, John, you can't be doing that anymore. But yeah, so anyway, kind of went off in left field. Yes, Paul Bragg, your bald-headed granny. You never heard that one. That's something we used to say, like 90s kids. We always said that. Like your mama, your daddy, your bald-headed granny.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, full speed, going full speed. We're gonna go full speed here. Mr. Mir, before we wrap this up, do you have anything that you need to point out? Did you need to tell, or did we omit anything from the minutes, or do we need to strike anything from the minutes?
No, I think that was good, sir. I appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you.
Definitely
don't appreciate having me. Don't appreciate having me on. You are part of this, my brother. So you know you got to. You're supposed to tell me. Finally, you got my ass back on here. So.
I honestly, yeah, I checked my my call history because for all you don't know, we use Hangouts to do this.
Yes.
I checked my Hangouts history, and the last time I had been on was November 14th.
That was a week before my birthday. Good God. That was a week before Thanksgiving. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to tell y'all something right now, and we'll do this going once the schedule comes out. But I honestly think we're going to suck this year. And some people think that, we weren't on here because the Redskins got terrible towards the end. That was not the case. Please don't think that.
No, we both ended up getting just respectively busy in both of our real life occupations.
Yes, I am. I work full time. Amir works full time. I'm actually in school as well, trying to get my master's.
I'm working on my associates. I mean,
so we're like trying to become educated guys and productive members of society. So that is what happened. And also, when I get that master's, I am going to bring it on here, and I'm going to blare out the most important stuff. But I am going to share it with you guys because I think because your motivation to get me back in here and doing this has led me to get on this path, and I'm just excited to be back on it. I will sit here and tell y'all right now that what we've done over the last year and some change that's my fault. it has been shitty and piss poor. I'll say that up front, and I can look at in this camera and tell you that. You might not be able to look back at me, but I can tell you that, and that's all my fault. No fault to the guy that's on here on the other side, because we hey, we're real people outside of these things. We're not YouTube savants just yet. If you share with people and tell them to come and follow our channel and everything and hit the buttons, then we might be able to do that. But right now we're people that work jobs and put on their shoes one sock at a time like everybody else. I'm getting tired because I don't know what I'm saying. But that's why I want y'all to say, don't ever think that we're ignoring you or we just like we're down because of skins. That's not the case. If we're 0-16, we're still gonna be here. We're gonna try to find something. I might not do the live streams as much, but we're always gonna find a way to reach back out to you. And that's what I'm committed to doing. I know Amir's committed to doing that as well.
That's correct.
And, we're back for real this time. I know I've said that before, but I am 110% back and committed to this. This is a hobby that we do, and we're going to get back in. We've basically bought a new sanding board, and we're getting back, and we're going to go here and whittle away. And if we got to earn some people back, we're going to do it, because that's what we're here for. And you, Amir, like I said, I appreciate you, man, and your patience. Y'all who've come out here, yeah, I do, and we love you guys here. And as we always say, the way we close it out.
Before we say it, follow us on Twitter, y'all. If you want to get interactive, talk to us on Twitter. You can DM us, you can add us. It's fine. It's at Sanchez405 and at Amir_Baharlu. We'll put those in the description because I cannot enunciate properly.
Yes, we will get that. But at Sanchez405, at Amir_Baharlu. Find us, retweet us, whatever. We used to put stuff on there about life as well too, so it's kind of fun. But like we always say here, we love you guys, and we'll talk to you real soon. Love, peace, and hail, and we are out.